welcome to Coastal Carolina University. As we celebrate this occasion, we would like to ask that you silence all mobile phones and other electronic devices. For the safety of all, please do not block the aisles, and please remain in your seats until the conclusion of the ceremony so that the final graduate receives the same acknowledgement as the first. Thank you. Family members, friends, and esteemed guests, please stand if you are able for the class of 2024. The class of 2024 is led by Alex Stewart, carrying the university banner. Graduate degree candidates are led by Clayton Beasley. Undergraduate honors degree candidates of the HTC Honors College are led by Kristen Peters. Undergraduate degree candidates of the Conway Medical Center College of Health and Human Performance are led by Samoya Lampkin. Undergraduate degree candidates of the Gupta College of Science are led by Keyshawn Martin. Undergraduate degree candidates of the HTC Honors College are led by Kristen Peters. Coastal Carolina University faculty are led by Haley Woodleaf. Today's platform party is led by Wanda Dooley, faculty member and carrier of the University Mace. The platform party is comprised of members of the University Board of Trustees, university officials, and special guests. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Coastal Carolina University Army ROTC Chanticleer Company, the national anthem led by junior music general studies major Maria Myers, and the Coastal Carolina University Brass Ensemble, followed by the invocation given by the Reverend David Neese.
As we gather here on this day to celebrate countless achievements in the lives of so many, I want to invite you to give thanks alongside me and to make this prayer your own. Almighty God, we welcome your presence here as we celebrate the incredible accomplishments of these graduates and the sacrifices of so many people who have cared for and poured into their lives. We ask that today you would help us to remember and to cherish memories of the past, and you would help us to look to the future with excitement, hope, and anticipation. We recognize that moments like these are incredibly special, and they bring a sense of gratitude. So today we give thanks, especially for those who have made significant contributions to today actually happening. Thank you, God, for this wonderful institution, its trustees, administration, faculty, staff, and student body. Thank you for Dr. Benson and his leadership, and we do pray for blessing on his life and his family's life as he guides this great university forward. God, God, we also give thanks today for friends, family, coaches, supporters, and professors who without days like today would not be possible. God, we thank you for each graduate today and the incredible stories that they have. And as we continue on, may our hearts be filled with joy and gratefulness, and may you bless these graduates. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
Coming to the lectern is Michael T. Benson, President of Coastal Carolina University.
Good morning. Please be seated. I'd like to start with a thank you today. How about a big round of applause for our student musicians and their performance? Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to Coastal Carolina University's commencement ceremony honoring the fall class of 2024. As we move forward with today's ceremony, I would like to take a moment to introduce the individuals participating on the platform today. I would ask each individual to stand and remain standing as their name is called. First, members of the Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees. Delane Stevens, Chairman of the Board. Natasha Hanna, Vice Chair of the Board. Patrick Sparks, Secretary and Treasurer of the Board. And board members Lee Belcher, Joe Jarrett, Sherry Johnson, Mark Kelly, Gene Spivey, and Will Turner. Members of the President's Council, Gibbs Knotts, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Chance Miller, Vice President for Intercollegiate Athletics and University Recreation. And Alan West, Vice President for Finance and Administration and Chief Financial Officer. For Donna McGough, Interim Associate Dean of the College of Graduate and Continuing Studies. Colleen McGlone, Dean of the Conway Medical Center College of Health and Human Performance. Chad Leverett, Dean of the Gupta College of Science. Sarah Hottinger, Dean of the HTC Honors College. Joseph Fitsanakis, faculty recipient of the 2024 HTC Distinguished Teacher Scholar Lecture Award and today's speaker. Gabrielle Ryder, your President of the Student Government Association. Ashley Campbell, Senior Class Representative. Steve Childers, President of the Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association Board of Directors. David Neese, our Spiritual Life Council Representative. Wanda Dooley, faculty member and carrier of the University Mace. Drew Kurlowski, Faculty Senate Chair, and Christy McIntyre, faculty member and today's announcer of student names. Please join me in recognizing these distinguished individuals. Thank you. Please be seated. Next, I'd like to recognize a group of individuals who play a critical role in the student's academic journey. Our superb faculty. Will our faculty please stand if able so we can thank you for your continued dedication and support for these students and this university. Thank you. Please be seated. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the university staff, the students, affiliates, and volunteers serving in various capacities through the HTC Center and across campus today. Among this group is another member of the President's Council, Vice President for Executive Initiatives and Chief of Staff, Travis Overton. Please join me in thanking this group for the countless hours they have dedicated to making today so memorable and a special occasion for everyone. Thank you. At this time, I invite Gene Spivey, a member of the Board of Trustees, to come forward and share a few words. Trustee Spivey.
Thank you, President Benson. On behalf of the Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees, I extend a heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2024 for reaching this monumental milestone in your lives. You faced challenges, sacrificed, lost sleep, and overcome countless obstacles to get here today. For that, you should be incredibly proud and know that we are proud of you too. Today is your day. You are the reason we are here, celebrating this achievement with you. But I want to remind you, you didn't get here alone. There's an African proverb that states, it takes a village to raise a child, and I believe each of you had a village of supporters cheering you on, offering encouragement, and providing guidance throughout your journey. At this moment, I would like all the parents, partners, family members, and friends who have sacrificed their time, energy, resources, and quite possibly their sanity to help one of today's graduates, please stand. If able, let us show our deepest appreciation for all you have done. Thank you for your unwavering support and the sacrifices you have made. You may be seated. Thank you. Next, I would like to take a moment to honor those who have served in our country. If you're graduating today as an active U.S. military service member or veteran, please stand if you are able. I would also like to recognize any veterans in the audience who are all here to celebrate with us. Please stand if able so we can offer our gratitude. Thank you all for your service and dedication to our country. Now back to our graduates. Thank you for everything you have done to reach this moment. As you leave Coastal Carolina University today, remember that you will always be part of the Chanticleer family. You've paved the way for those who will follow in your footsteps, and when you reflect on your time here, I hope you'll remember the lifelong friendships you formed, the priceless memories you've made, the amazing faculty who've guided you, the immense pride of earning your degree while learning to reach beyond yourself. We hope you choose to stay connected with Coastal Carolina University and give back to your alma mater in the years to come, be it service, emotional, or financial. Now I'm going to deviate from the script for a moment here. As a proud Coastal graduate, I can tell you I certainly faced my fair share of academic challenges, but did manage to find almost all of the fun of college. In fact, my dad once said, Gene is trying to cram 4 years of college into 8. During commencement ceremonies, we often highlight the high achievers, the students with a 4.0 GPAs, and those wearing sashes, cords, and stoles. All of that recognition is well deserved. But today I want to take a moment to recognize and applaud those who didn't always have the straightest path, but persevered nonetheless. For example, when I entered my final class at Coastal, Business Policy, I had a GPA of 1.997, needing a B+ to graduate, which I did get, therefore securing a GPA of exactly 2.00. So for all of us who faced challenges but kept going, never gave up, and earned that degree, let's give ourselves a round of applause. During your time at Coastal, you've embraced the resilient spirit of the Chanticleer. That spirit will serve you well as you boldly pursue your future endeavors and strive to achieve even more. Chance up.
I've got a new nickname for Trustee Spivey. It's Gene 2.0. It is my honor now to recognize the graduating students whose stellar academic work has qualified them for the President's Award for Academic Achievement. These students have successfully completed all of their collegiate work with a perfect 4.0 grade point average, earning them the highest academic distinction, summa cum laude. Will Provost Knotts and our President's Award candidates please join me on stage? I kindly ask that each award recipient step forward when their name is called. To ensure that everyone is recognized, please hold your applause until all recipients have been acknowledged. I'll give them a second to get up here. First, Ashlyn Crawford from Easley, South Carolina, is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Marine Science. Next, Jonna Bella Rose Curto from Agawam, Massachusetts, is an honor student graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sports Science. Jenna Elizabeth Downey from Little River, South Carolina, is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sports Science. Carl Eric Manane from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Exercise and Sports Science. And I don't believe Abigail is with us, but we do want to recognize Abigail Elizabeth Rosenbaum from Blunkville, Tennessee, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Marine Science. Again, congratulations. Nine students are receiving awards throughout today's ceremonies, and congratulations to each of you on this outstanding achievement. Thank you.
Coming to the lectern is Ashley Campbell, Senior Intelligence and National Securities major.
Today's commencement speaker is Joseph Fitzinakis, the 2024 recipient of Coastal Carolina University's HTC Distinguished Teacher Lecturer Scholar Award. Joseph Fitzinakis, or as the students refer to him, Dr. J, is a professor of Intelligence and Security Studies and the Director of Intelligence Operations Command Center at Coastal Carolina University. He is a member of the Academic Security and Counter-Exploitation Program and manages the university's Educational Partnership Agreement with the United States National Security Agency. He also serves as Regional Vice President for the South Carolina chapter of the InfraGard Members Alliance. Dr. J has published widely on intelligence collection, information security, cybersecurity, sub-state political violence, and international intelligence agencies, among other topics. Dr. J is Deputy Director of the European Intelligence Academy and Senior Editor at intelnews.org. Since joining CCU in 2015, Dr. J has repeatedly received university-wide Distinguished Professor of the Year Award, the Edwards College John B. Durrell Award, and the Professor of the Year Award for the Departments of Politics and Intelligence and National Security Studies. Even though I never had Dr. J as a professor, his impact on students in the Intelligence and National Security program reaches far outside the classroom. He does his best to ensure that students have ample employment opportunities post-graduation and to make sure that we have the tools needed to be successful. He brokers important relationships with government agencies to ensure we have connections and accessibility to people and vocations we want to pursue. I think Dr. J's passion for his students and his profession sets a good example for myself and others as we enter into the career field. Please join me in welcoming Professor Joseph Fitzinakis to the podium.
Good morning. I am really privileged to speak to you today as a representative of a faculty here at Coastal Carolina University. I am indeed a professor in our Intelligence and Security Studies program and help direct our Center for Applied Intelligence, which prepares students for careers in our nation's intelligence agencies. In doing so, we work closely with some of America's most high-powered government organizations, including the FBI, the Secret Service, the NSA, and the CIA. When I came to America from the United Kingdom, I was about the age of most of you who are graduating today. My flight landed at the Atlanta airport at 2 o'clock in the morning. I had never been to America before and had no idea what to expect. And because it was past midnight and I was starving, I went to the only restaurant that was open in Atlanta, the Waffle House. So that was kind of my introduction to American culture at 2 a.m. on a Friday morning. I was a bit taken aback, I'm not gonna lie. I noticed an item on the menu called triple chocolate waffle, which the waitress said was, quote, like a salad, but with chocolate instead of lettuce. And I have to confess at that moment I kind of froze as my life started passing before my eyes. I began to wonder whether I had made the right choice coming to this country. But then, at Waffle House, at 2 a.m., I discovered something amazing: free drink refills. It turns out that unlike in Europe, where you must pay for every drink you get, in American restaurants, you can get endless coffee or soda refills for free. I thought, this is paradise on earth. So I decided to stay in America after all. I mentioned I came here from the United Kingdom, where I lived for over a decade before migrating to the United States. But before living in the United Kingdom, I was born and grew up in the Greek islands. Now, I'm not sure how much all of you know about Greece. It's a tiny country, something like 1% of the landmass of the United States, and has an equally tiny population. But you know what they say about small countries? The smaller the country, the bigger the ego. In a way, tiny countries need a large ego to give them weight in international affairs. And to prove this point in relation to Greece, try this experiment, right? Talk to a Greek, any Greek, including myself, for approximately 3 minutes. You can time it if you want. And I guarantee you that during that time, they will say something to the effect, you know, we invented that. I guarantee you that's going to happen. And yes, we know that this ancient civilization gave us renowned storytellers like Homer and Sophocles. It gave us thinkers like Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle, and gave us legendary military leaders like King Leonidas of the 300 Spartans fame and Alexander the Great. And it gave birth to some of the cherished principles that still guide our civilization: democracy, scientific inquiry, which I'm sure those of you who are today graduating will appreciate, the idea that natural phenomena can be explained through observation and reason, thus laying the foundation of modern science. And of course, the Olympic Games, which celebrate the resilience of the human body and spirit in the face of challenge. But for many Greeks, the list does not stop here. That's just the beginning. I'm sure many of you will have seen the by now classic movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. The movie includes the bride's father, a Greek-American middle-aged man called Gus Portokalos. Gus is famous for his belief that you could give him any English word and he could prove to you that it came from the Greek, as in fact does everything that surrounds us, according to Gus. Now let me tell you, Gus Portokalos is not as stereotypical as you might imagine. I have a friend, Terry, a typical Greek-American guy, who has put together what he claims is an exhaustive list of all Greek inventions throughout history. The list includes the following, and I'm going to give it to you in alphabetical order so as not to confuse you: the alarm clock, Antarctica, as in the continent, bikinis, chewing gum, computers, flamethrowers, indoor plumbing, love, that's my favorite thing on the list, the road system, the wheel, yes, you heard that right, soap, and zoos. Not the god, I mean that too, but I'm talking about the act of placing animals in a sightseeing park. And Terry will actually argue any of those items with you if you dare to express any kind of skepticism. For example, pizza, which is also on the list. When Terry told me that, I was like, I'm sure pizza is Italian? His answer, no. The Romans stole pizza from the Greeks like everything else. Or whiskey. I was like, isn't that Scottish? It turns out that it's not, because according to Terry, the Scots, just like the Irish, are actually a lost Greek tribe. Therefore, whiskey is a Greek invention, as is golf, not to mention St. Patrick's Day, which by extension is also Greek. Even the airplane is on the list. First in flight, I have news for you in North Carolina. Talk to Terry. And the list goes on. To make a long story short, it basically includes the entirety of human experience on our planet and possibly even the universe. But the reason I'm telling you this is because there's something important I want you to know. Like all nations, this tiny country with the massive ego has a national anthem. By the way, just try to imagine what the national anthem must be like, right? But the national anthem of Greece, the country that believes it gave the world everything from acoustics, the Greek word, to beer, the national anthem that I learned when I was a kid and I sang in school mentions George Washington. And it's worth considering why. Why does the national anthem of an ancient country nestled on the shores of the Mediterranean, thousands of miles away from where we're sitting right now, mention America's national hero? It doesn't need to. I mean, Greece has a long list of national heroes of her own. Just ask Terry. So why is that? It goes back to the moment when your ancestors on these shores took the monumental decision to live as free people, thus laying the foundations of the American Republic. At the time of the American Revolution, the Greeks were among many European peoples that suffered under the yoke of empires. They, like all peoples who yearned for freedom, were truly stunned by the American Revolution. And they were stunned because when they rose against the British, your ancestors were going up against the greatest empire the world had ever known up to that point. I am convinced that when they were signing the Declaration of Independence, they were certain that they were practically signing a suicide note. The chances of actually prevailing against the mighty British Empire were near zero. Why did they do it? They did it because even that tiny, absolutely microscopic chance of being free of tyranny was worth fighting for. The American Revolution was not simply a call to arms for Americans. It was a call to arms for the entire world. That's why tens of thousands of Europeans, Greeks among them, came to the United States to fight for the rebel cause. And when that cause became successful, despite all odds, it inspired revolutions across Europe, in France, Italy, Ireland, and in Greece, which in 1821 successfully rebelled against what was then the Ottoman Empire. When the Greeks finally gained their freedom after 400 years of enslavement, they composed a national anthem that, among other things, pays homage to George Washington and the American freedom fighters. In the years that followed, America continued to inspire the world. The founders of this country had read the Greek classics, and recognized the logic on which democracy rests. They understood that once you introduce democracy, you cannot contain it. They began by granting democratic rights basically to land-owning men. Then democracy came knocking on the door. If men, then why not women? And how come it's only for whites? Democracy, you see, has a way of expanding and growing. People the world over took notice. Even in my hometown, a tiny Greek fishing port in the Greek island of Crete, there are streets and squares named after great Americans. People like Dr. Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy, Neil Armstrong, Harriet Tubman, Susan B. Anthony. People thousands of miles away have continued to be inspired by the story of this great country. And this is really what I have come to tell you here today. Please don't stop. The world needs America. We needed you in 1776 as much as we needed you in 1944, when thousands of young American soldiers, many of them younger than you who are graduating today, gave their lives in the shores of France to liberate not only America, but the entire world. We couldn't have done it without America then, and we will not be able to make it without America in our current time of peril. Now, I use that word very carefully, peril. I have dedicated my entire professional life to preparing young people for careers in our intelligence and security agencies. So as part of my work, I pay close attention to the state of the world. I have never seen the world as upended and as unstable as it is today. What worries me even more is that America, which has led the world for so long, appears to be dithering, almost as if she is unsure of herself. In the past few years, I've seen our country, the country I made my home, and to which I swore allegiance many years ago, consume herself in endless bickering and division. I have seen us turn on each other with derision and viciousness, often encouraged by public figures on all sides who are intent on convincing us that other Americans with whom we disagree are the enemy. I've seen our public discourse sink to constantly new lows, with each side taking turns to humiliate and dehumanize the other. How do we get here? I don't know. I am as confused as you are. It seems like we're trying different things and are constantly getting back to square one. We seem to be desperately running out of options. And that's the other thing I've come to tell you here today, other, of course, than the fact that the Greeks invented pizza, which is that I'm convinced our last option is you. Young people, like those of you who are graduating today. You are the ones that will determine what America is going to look like 10, 20, 30 years from now. And at no point in my lifetime has the phrase, "you are standing on the shoulders of giants," been more true than as I stand before you today. You represent an incredible experiment, the United States of America, which deserves to survive and to flourish. And here's what I do know. Ensuring that America continues to lead the world requires unity. You cannot achieve it by fighting against each other. You can only do so by working with each other. This is a choice, a conscious choice, which you must make for all of us. You know, as I was sitting at that Waffle House at 2 a.m. the day I arrived in America, I was talking to the waitress, the same one that introduced me to the triple chocolate waffle salad thing. I told her that I was coming here to make this country my home, and she shared with me the story of her family who came here from Cold War Czechoslovakia back in the 1960s to escape tyranny. This is an amazing country, she told me. You will never, ever regret your decision. And then she gave me another free coffee refill. She was right. I've never regretted my decision. And even though these are perilous times, I look at our students and cannot help but recover some of my lost optimism. You see, thanks to my work, I spend nearly my entire day with young people, people like you. And I know that you have it in you to do great things for the world, just like your ancestors did. As I send you forth today, my wish is that you will resist the temptation of bitter division and endless bickering and get to work, that you will lead this country into new heights among nations. My hope is that you will take this remarkable country of ours and breathe new life into it. And then, years from now, you can look back and say, in true Greek fashion, you know, we invented that. Congratulations to all of you. Go forth and do truly amazing things. All of us are counting on you. Thank you.
Coming to the lectern now is Gibbs Knotts, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs.
Thank you, Professor Fitzanakis. That was really, really great. It's now time for the pinnacle moment of any Coastal Carolina University commencement ceremony, the moment where each graduate is individually recognized. Students who are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, as well as those who have achieved multiple degrees. Students who are eligible for graduation with honors wear the embroidered official white stole with the university seal. Also students who are members of the HTC Honors Program, the Wall Fellows, the Jackson Scholars, the Swain Scholars, the Teaching Fellows, the Dyer Fellows, and other selected university honors programs are eligible to wear the university stole. Students wearing the teal and black cords have earned the trustee degree. Will the class of 2024 please rise? Mr. President and members of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to announce the presentation of our degree candidates.
Thank you, Provost Knotts. By virtue of, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the people of South Carolina, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and the Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, it is my pleasure to confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, which entitles you to all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations. At this time, I ask the first row of candidates to process to the stage while the brass ensemble plays. Everyone else, please be seated. Thank you.
Associate Dean Fredonna McGow and Dean Colleen McGlone join President Benson in congratulating graduate candidates from the College of Graduate and Continuing Studies and the Conway Medical Center College of Health and Human Performance, earning the degree Master of Science.
Trayton E. Stepler.
Dean McGlone, Dean Chad Leverett, and Dean Sarah Hottinger joined President Benson in congratulating undergraduate HTC Honors Program candidates from the Conway Medical Center College of Health and Human Performance and the Gupta College of Science, earning the degree Bachelor of Science.
Marissa Eve Colonna, summa cum laude, honors graduate. Gianna Bella Rose Curto, summa cum laude, honors graduate. Liliana Grace Jafrida, magna cum laude, honors graduate with distinction. Hannah Marie Hernus, magna cum laude, honors graduate. Nicole Elizabeth Costco, honors graduate. Elizabeth Irene Middleton, magna cum laude, honors graduate with distinction. Megan Victoria Quinn, magna cum laude, honors graduate with distinction. Thomas Alexander Stewart, honors graduate.
Dean McGlone joins President Benson in congratulating undergraduate candidates from the Conway Medical Center College of Health and Human Performance, earning the degrees Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Jeremiah Stephen Allen. Nicholas Anthony Borelli, Jr., cum laude. Adriana Marion Bender, cum laude. Jordan Deshawn Bryant. Rebecca Elaine Carter, cum laude. Caroline Bryn Compton. Robert D. Andrea. Brescia Phoenicia Davis. Cooper J. Davis. Shamari Dawson. Keyshawn Dontrell Dinkins. Jenna Elizabeth Downey, summa cum laude, President's Award winner. Sarah Alexander Egan. Matthew Jacob Evans. Camille Alexandria Feaster. Livingston Earhart Finney, magna cum laude. Tobias A. Fletcher. John Willard Fargy. Megan Christina Garnett, cum laude. Ashante Nicole Garvin. Grace Michelle Gibson. John Grime. Michael Joseph Greta. Eliana Guzman, cum laude. Selena Gregory Hopkins. Chase O'Neill Hudson. Erica James. Isabella Catherine Jimenez. Erin Kerrigan, cum laude. Evangelia Olga Kityanopoulos. Rachel R. Clarkowski. Sunshine Anaje Nolan. Molly Elizabeth Lamott, cum laude. Chloe Ann Lee, cum laude. Carly Shireen Mikado. Carl Eric Manane, summa cum laude, President's Award recipient. Christina Noel Marshall. Abraham Martinez. Maurice Olanda Mozique, Jr. Kalia Z. Miller. Nicholas D. Mitchell. Ashley Christine Petrillo. Yesenia Ramirez Alcantara. Cage Matthew Redman, summa cum laude. Amber Marie Redding, cum laude. Brianna Dawn Rogers, magna cum laude. Nicole Marissa Rourke. Tamara Louise Scott. Trent Joseph Sievers. Ashley Jenna Shook, cum laude. Sean Patrick Sullivan. Jamario Dikembe Thomas. Socorro Lynn Valadorid. Ted Carl Van Thulenar, magna cum laude. Kenneth Anthony Walton. Caitlin Nicole Wenner, cum laude. Sierra Marie Wenzel. Ashley Ann Whalen, magna cum laude. Sydney Nicole Weiderman. Nadia Jalin Eiley. Ann Willis, magna cum laude. Brooklyn Elizabeth Wisely, summa cum laude. Simon Whitman, magna cum laude. Ian McGarrity Young, cum laude.
Dean Leverett joins President Benson in congratulating undergraduate candidates from the Gupta College of Science, earning the degree Bachelor of Science.
Brianna Lynn Adams. Sarah Antine. Natalie Bernadine Barucci, cum laude. Chala Bengi. Ariana Marie Birchler. Cassidy Miller Blackman. Rachel Blanchard. Brett Jackson Blue. Jada N. Bradley and Jasper. Skylar K. Brittingham. Adam Jeffrey Brown. Thank you. Davida Chatham Brown. Ty Connor Burton. Gracie Campbell. Warren Macon Campbell. Anna Carpenter, magna cum laude. Dana Nyasia Caraway. Lauren Elizabeth Carroll. Matthew Skurlock Carroll. Alexa Kim Ciccarelli, magna cum laude. Pashur Josiah Clivens. Freya Grace Collier. Joshua Benjamin Stansfield Kornatzer. Mason Violet Costly, cum laude. Julie Teresa Cox, cum laude. Ashlyn Brooke Crawford, summa cum laude, President's Award recipients. Leslie Marie Craig, magna cum laude. Mia Catherine Crivaro. Noah Ryan Crone. Caitlin Faith Crosgo, magna cum laude. Michael Dandria Jr. Cameron A. Davis. Cassie DeFleur, magna cum laude. Riley Nicole Drews, magna cum laude. Brooklyn Grace Driggers. Jenna Elizabeth Earl, summa cum laude. Haley Easterlin. Sierra Jacqueline Marie Eller. Michael Leo Evanowski, Jr. Elizabeth R. Feast, cum laude. Nyla Corin Figueroa. Megan Michelle Frawley, cum laude. Graham Leland Freed. Catherine Ann Friedline, magna cum laude. Brandon Gervais. Cade Jiachung Gore, magna cum laude. Devin Dong Guo, cum laude. Paige Deborah Hare. Grace Ann Hayes. Tresvante Romello Haynes. Abigail Emily Heathwaite. Jared John Helstowski, magna cum laude. Shayla Simone Iredale, magna cum laude. Sarah E. Jeffords. Haley Marie Jennings, cum laude. John William Johnson, Jr. Bobby Wayne Jordan, magna cum laude. Ella Jane Kendrick. Ella Claire Kensley. Hannah Morgan Kimball. Trevor Glenn King, cum laude. Cora A. Kitchen. Ava Elaine Knopf, cum laude. Jacob William Coonsey. Michaela I. Lance. Trevon I. Levine. Abigail Grace Lisenby, cum laude. Mia Lynn Luivano. Sean Christopher Marsala, magna cum laude. Victoria May. Karma Mahala McDonald, summa cum laude. Haley Jean Mavoli, magna cum laude. James Anthony Michalek, magna cum laude. Emily Mikulski. Catherine Ann Moore. Catherine Bailey Mooring. Cole Austin Morris. Adrian Rose Moser. Sean Murphy. Tatum Elizabeth Murphy, cum laude. Allison R. Ness. Kaylee Barbara Newton. Marina Glenn Owenby. Madison Brooke Parker. Tennyson Chaley Parrish. Ishan Patel. Abigail Grace Penland, magna cum laude. Jordan Rose Peralta. Javari X. Phillips. Dion Pelinci. Janicia Desiree Polk. Siler Ray Pollock. Brooke Polton, magna cum laude. Taylor Piccinello. Fiona Reagan. Courtney Lynn Rennan. Paige N. Richardson, magna cum laude. Dylan Knight Rigoni, cum laude. Matthew Bradley Rogers. Kellen Tracy Romer. Alex Russo, magna cum laude. Sam Sanford. Olivia Lynn Schwobel. Kyla Tiffany Sharp. Caroline Green Smith. Chandon Kyrie Stuckey. Jacob Allen Thaldorf. Kyla Jordan Thomas, magna cum laude. Amaya Kishe Todd, cum laude. Eva Michelle Toll. Raina A. Truesdale. Rebecca G. Truitt. Christian Jeffrey Turner, magna cum laude. Okay. Matthew Uzolino, cum laude. Devaney Alondra Valdez. Reagan Elizabeth Varespi. Guy Thomas Walters. Stephen A. Weisweaver. Ethan Richard Wiersma. Jabbar Kwasai Williams, Jr. Christian Lamar Woodard. Jacob Stephen Zollman.
Dean Hottinger joins President Benson in congratulating undergraduate candidates from the HTC Honors College earning undergraduate certificates and the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
Sydney Estelle Green. Brianna Maria Guerra. Joshua James Brent Justice. Piper Lynn Pratt. Taylor Ann Smith. And our final graduate, William Sides.
Before she sits down, how about a big hand for Christy McIntyre and all those names? All right. Now, for the moment you have all been waiting for. Graduates, would you please rise? Graduates, I ask all the members of the Coastal Carolina University class of 2024 to move your tassels from the right side to the left to signify your status as a graduate. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Coming to the lectern is Steve Childers, President of the Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Hello, class of 2024. I am truly honored to be your representative here of the Alumni Association. Do we have anybody here who is a CCU graduate? Would you please stand at this time? Thank you, fellow alumni. It's so great to have you celebrating with us here today. Please be seated. Now back to the graduates. Think about all the connections you made during your time here. Professors, teammates, friends, mentors. Well, your network is about to get a whole lot bigger. As of today, know that you are connected to me and all the alumni standing in the audience. You're connected to Emmy winners, to Olympians, industry-leading entrepreneurs, nearly 45,000 alumni all over the world. We could not be more excited to have you join us as alumni. As you enter this next phase of your life, you will discover many opportunities through the Alumni Association. So if you take only one thing away from today's message, please take this. CCU's Office of Alumni Engagement is here for you. Some of you might be moving to a new city, starting a new job, and we will be here to connect you with something familiar, like fellow Chanticleers within your city or same career path. Some of you will start your own business or get big promotions. We will be here to share the news of your big success. Some of you, well, I hope all of you, will return to campus with your friends and family to cheer on the Chanticleers, and we will be here to greet you with the best alumni tailgate around. So whether you decide to reach out to us today, tomorrow, next year, 20 years down the road, we will always be available to help you stay connected, help you succeed beyond Coastal. We are really looking forward to connecting with each of you in the future. Congratulations on making it to your CCU graduation. Remember, you will forever be a Chanticleer and a member of Teal Nation.
By the way, Steve is a public school teacher down in Charleston, Mount Pleasant, an administrator, but also hosts the best Coastal Carolina podcast around, the Strut Podcast. So tune in to the Strut Podcast. Thank you, Steve. Graduates, I'd like to extend to each of you my personal congratulations and those of my colleagues. You depart this university with our best wishes and most sincere regard. You leave Coastal a better place because of your achievements and your service. I sincerely hope a bond has been formed between you and this institution. Your diploma is more than just a piece of paper. It is your ticket into the world of educated people and an invitation to join for life the Coastal Carolina University family. From this time forward, the name, the traditions, the influence of this university are freely yours, just as your achievements, your successes, indeed the tenor of your entire life will forever reflect on CCU. To the class of 2024, you represent an incredibly small portion of the world's population as college graduates. What this diploma does not mean is this, that you are inherently better than anyone else. What it does mean is that you have been granted an amazing opportunity to acquire knowledge and experience. What you do with this knowledge and your education is the ultimate barometer and will be the standard by which your life is judged. As the Dalai Lama once said, education is the way to achieve far-reaching results. It is the proper way to promote compassion and tolerance in society. As we conclude today's ceremony, will you please join me in singing the Alma Mater? This year marks the 30th anniversary of the creation of our Alma Mater, written by the late Benny Lee Sinclair, the 5th poet laureate of South Carolina. She composed it to celebrate the first year of our institution's transformation into a university. The words of the Alma Mater are printed on the back cover of your program, and I want each of us to reflect on the opening stanza, which powerfully declares this: We come to you to lead our search and learn to reach beyond ourselves. You, the class of 2024, came to Coastal Carolina University with a passion to learn, a drive to grow, and a relentless desire to reach for more. And you have boldly done so. You've innovated, you've excelled, and most importantly, you've believed in yourselves and in each other, strengthening the bonds that will unite forever our Chanticleer family. Now, as you step into the world, the call to boldly continue this legacy is yours. Carry forward the spirit of reaching beyond yourself, of striving to build a stronger, brighter future, not just for you, but for the generations to come. As Professor Fitzanakis so beautifully stated, it's up to you. The future is yours, and we depend on you. May you always stay committed to this noble pursuit, and may you continue to make your mark, inspiring others to follow in your footsteps. The journey ahead is yours to shape, and with the foundation you've built here, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Now, will everyone please stand if able and join us in singing the Alma Mater. Following the Alma Mater, please remain standing for the benediction and recessional, where faculty members will line the exits and usher our graduates to the next chapter of life. Thank you very much for your attendance at today's commencement, and once again, congratulations to the Coastal Carolina University class of 2024.
CI. Coastal is. In celebration, let us pause to receive this blessing. As you leave here today, may God grant you wisdom to apply what you have learned. May he lead you to pursue justice in this world as you pursue your passions, and may you be agents of blessing and good in the lives of others as you continue on in your journey. May God protect your going as he has protected your coming, and may he bless you tremendously and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you, and may he be gracious to you and lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. This we pray. Amen.